So this is Xtool D7. I am excited to show you this one. This is one of cheapest scan tools you can buy. And already I tested a bunch of Xtool scanners, especially Xtool A30, which is Bluetooth bidirectional scanner that comes with free lifetime updates. But Xtool D7, it will have more features, it will be more stable and faster, because this is wired scan tool. Even though most of manufacturers are moving to Bluetooth only scan tools, the Xtool still offers this wired scan tool option. Now with Xtool products, I am already used to their having very easy to operate interfaces, and also they are very simple to use, they don't have any issues. So let's check out D7 and see if it is as good as other Xtool products I already tested. Okay, so first connect cable. Okay, so this is home screen of Xtool. Now you can either go to diagnostics, special function, so these are service procedures, updates. So first thing, when you got this scanner, of course you want to go here, go to update all and make sure you have software up to date for each brand and special function. I will not do that right now because that would take a while. So hopefully I can work with this Skoda without updating everything. And first we should check settings to see available languages. You probably will be curious about that. So here is list of supported languages. And we can go ahead, connect to Skoda and see how it will perform. Now it says I don't have software up to date, but hopefully we can still use it. On most cars that have CAN bus, so 2008 plus, it should be able to detect VIN number automatically. On this Fabia it never works because it is older system, doesn't have CAN bus. So for older cars you will have to choose your car model. This is Fabia 2007 after, 2008. Okay, now let's do automatic scan. So now it will go through all control modules. Okay, now scan is finished. We have 4 faulty control modules and 6 good control modules. So what I can do, I can either do full report, or if I want to just check fault codes, I can go to this DTC list and it will show me all fault codes found. Right, so in engine we have 1 fault, camshaft position sensor, circuit low, we have brake electronics, 2 fault codes, instrument cluster, oil level sensor, and radio. I have broken antenna, so makes sense. Or then, if you run shop, or if you're doing used car check and you want to do diagnostic report, you can go to this DTC report. Here you can input information about car, and it will generate this nice looking PDF report, which you can save, share, or print out. And then you can also clear all faults at once. But I will not do that right now. And now when scan is completed, you got list of control modules that are in your car, and you can enter each of them separately. For example, we can go to engine control module by hitting this diagnostics button. And now just for engine control module, I have all of these options. So I can read, I have ECU information, so this will tell me some information about my engine control module, like part number, type of module, engine, coding, or even ECU protocol. Then read DTC, so this will read out fault codes from engine. I can clear faults for engine, I can go to live data. Now on most cars you will have classic list of live data, same like for example when I tested Xtool A30 in my Toyota, you will get list of live data and you can choose which values you want to look at. But these old VAC cars like Skoda, Seat, Volkswagen, Audi have these measuring blocks where you need to look live data like this, which is pretty annoying, but whatever, it is what it is. It is not issue of scanner, it is issue of car. Okay, and now I have moved to different control modules. So before we were in engine module, now this is instrument cluster module. So same like with engine, when you connect to any control module, we have all of these choices. So you can do this for every control module, right? So again, I can read information about control module. So this time this is instrument cluster control module. I can read fault codes. In instrument cluster we have oil level sensor fault. We can read live data. I can do custom list. And here I can select my own parameters. See, these are all data that we can see for instrument cluster. So just for this one control module we have 66 different parameters we can check. And then also we can see them in form of graphs. So let's do that. Let me select engine speed. We can do vehicle speed, for example. Whatever, you can build this own custom page. So vehicle speed is 0, of course, because we are not moving. RPM. And fuel level, ambient temperature and coolant temperature. I could see data before, but this graphing, I think it means that I cannot display them in graphs. Let's try it. Go to graph. Yeah, I guess graph is only for RPM and vehicle speed from the parameters I choose. But you can display different live data graphs. I can even record this data. So mostly in engine, when you will have some problem, you can take car on drive and then log this engine live data. And we can also put more values in one graph. See, and I can pause this graph. Wait, let me continue for a little bit. Okay, now I will pause graph and I can go look back. So pretty solid for looking live data. And then of course data I recorded, and here I can save as CSV file. Okay, then you can also see freeze frame data that you already know. These are live data parameters for fault codes stored. We have actuation test, so this is bidirectional testing, and how bidirectional testing works on older VAG cars. Again, we have something different because we work on older VAG vehicle. So with most of cars, if you go to actuation test, now I am in instrument cluster, you will get list of bidirectional tests possible you can do for instrument cluster. But instead, for old VAG vehicle, how you do this? Every control module has actuation test sequence, and in this sequence you will test all components that can be tested with your scan tool. So first, check this out. This RPM meter, then we can do speedometer, now display, dashboard lights, gong, buzzer, and that's it. So this is sequence, bidirectional testing sequence. This code I have stored for a control module of instrument cluster. So this is how it is with old VAG cars, but like I said, for most cars, you just access this bidirectional test and you can choose single test. For example, if you want to test engine fan, you will select engine fan. If you want to test dashboard lights, you will select the dashboard lights. But VAG cars, older VAG cars have it like this. Now next features you see here, adaptation, basic settings, security access and coding. These are VAG specific functions. So this scanner comes with ECU coding, and that means it will let you customize vehicle settings. Okay, so more electronics you have in your car, there will be more hidden settings you can customize with your scanner. This is old car, but still there are some customizations options, and usually for other brands it will be simple. You will have just ECU coding or customize, and then you open it and you will have list of possible customizations. But again, old VAG cars, or now VAG cars in general, are special, and you have these features like adaptation. Okay, let me go to another control module for this. We will find something more interesting. I mean, there isn't a lot of stuff you can code for old car like this, but maybe we can go to body control module and we will find something there. But on newer car, for example, if I am sitting in 2020 Volkswagen, there will be a lot of customizations I can do. Old car like this, I mean less electronics, that means less customization options, but let's check it out. Adaptation. Okay, there is not much we can do, but just so I can show you, for example, this curved toggle flash cycle. So this is how many times will turn signal flash if I press it one time. So now stored value is 3. So if I press turn signal, 1, 2, 3, but we can change it. Let's do 5. Okay, now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So just with adaptation like this, we customized one of settings in vehicle. But like I said, there are more interesting and definitely a lot more options for newer cars. Then there are basic settings. Also here you need to know channel number, and basic settings are used for servicing or testing, but again this is feature only for VAG vehicles, so you will not have basic settings for Toyota, Honda or BMW. This is only for VAG cars. And same is the security access. On VAG cars you have some control modules protected by password, and this will tell you what the password is. And then coding also is VAG function, and here you can change control module code. See, here I have explanation. So with coding you can customize some extra settings. Check this out. So these are different values for different settings, and coded value is the sum of individual choices. So I choose which settings I want to enable, and then I will just add them together to one number, and that will be new code for control module. Now I am pretty impressed you have these VAG features in low budget scanner like this. You can buy this for about 300 to 350, which makes it one of cheapest scan tools you can buy. I thought only Thinker scanners can do this, but apparently other brands can support this OEM functionality in their low budget scan tools as well. So this is basically what you can use scanner for. You can connect to your car, you will scan all modules, then you can enter each module separately, read codes, clear codes, do some bi-directional testing, you can check live data for any module, you can even do some ECU coding, so unlock some hidden settings. That will of course depends on which settings to change are supported by your car. And then we have these special functions, so service procedures. And there is a lot of them in this scanner. We have 5 in row, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 35, 36 different service procedures you can use. So that is a lot. And service procedures, they also depends on your car. Like you cannot use all of service procedures on any car if it's not supported. But my point is you have a lot of service procedures. Of course that will depend on your car model, but if your car model supports feature you need, most likely you will find it here. You have all the basic ones like oil reset, ABS bleeding, injector coding, EPB, throttle body adaptation, steering angle sensor reset, power balance test. Can we do this on my car? Nope. Too bad. That is how it goes with these beta scanners. It is not about scanner, but it is more about car you are working on. Because for example, if you want to find some live data, first the car must support them, read them and store them, and only then you can read them by scanner. And same with service procedures or ECU coding, unlocking hidden features. It is important that car supports these features first, and only then you can use scanner to perform it. So it is not like you can buy some magic scanner that will do the service procedure on this car if they are not supported. It is very easy to use scanner. It is reliable scanner, so this will last a very long time, because it's not like Bluetooth scanners. You have cable, right? So there is not much that could go wrong. It is also easier to operate, because if you have wired scanner, you don't have to charge it that often. See, because for example now we started at 70% battery, but since we have cable, when I'm using it, it is also charging from my car. So we started at around 70% and now we are at 89%. So we will not have to charge it often. It has solid vehicle coverage, you have full system scan, access to all modules, so in every module you can read codes, you can do bi-directional testing, you can read live data for every module. So also a lot of service resets. I mean, for the price, definitely I can recommend to buy it. I also have 10% discount coupon, so you can get that in description. So use that and you will save another $35. But wait, before you buy any OBD2 scanner, I suggest downloading my OBD2 scanner buyer's guide. It explains scanner features and also different scanner types, so you will understand which scanner type you need, and there are also best options to get. It is completely free and you can download it in description.